Okay.
So 180 minus 60 will give you the measure of angle 4. And angle 4 and angle 2 are exactly the same thing. Anybody else with a different angle?
I have angle 1, so would that just be 180 minus the degree that it's showing is 30 like yours? So do I just do 180 minus 90 and then minus 30 and I'll get angle 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the easiest thing is 90 minus 30 because you already have the 90-degree angle, so you can just not even worry about it. So the other two angles have to add up to 90 degrees.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have the angle 5. Should I take that the 70? I mean 90 degrees minus 70.
You have angle 5.
Yeah.
This angle right there.
Yes.
So you would do 180 minus the 70 and minus your angle 3. Whatever the measure of angle 3 is.
30 degrees.
If it's 30 degrees, is it 30 degrees? Did you figure it out?
And the latest triangle that has the 1, I have a 30 degree.
Where the 1 is, it's 30 degrees?
Yes.
Okay, so then now we mean angle 3 is also 30 degrees. So then you would do 180 minus 70 minus 30 to get the measure of angle 5. Okay, Carl, you figured out yours?
It gives me, give me 1 second.
Okay.
180
Carl, you said you had angle 3. Is your angle 3 in the same position as my angle 3?
I have the same problem as you. So with this one here, I have 180 minus 60, I get 120. So
Hold on a sec. Okay, so Carl, you're gonna take 180. Well, don't even take 180. Take 90 minus whatever this angle is over here, Carl. Okay? So that'll give you angle 1, and angle 1 is the same thing as angle 3. And that's the same thing for you too, Monica. If you have the same problem as mine, you just take 90 minus this angle right here, and I'll give you the measure of angle 1. And angle 1 and angle 3 are exactly the same measure.
My calculator is not okay.
Your calculator is just fine.
Because I do 180 minus 70, it gives me 110.
Well, that's right.
It's right, but when I
Then you're supposed to subtract that 30 degrees, I think you said you had.
no, I was adding it. I'm sorry, I'm not okay, not the calculator.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, okay. What I meant is it gives me
Okay, now man, listen. Don't make this complicated. You have an angle that's 70 degrees, another one that's 30 degrees. Add them up together, that's 100. The total is supposed to be 180. You already have 100. That leaves you with 80.
yeah, I
make
don't
it
have 80
complicated.
in my answer choices. That's the
Oh,
problem.
you don't have 80 in your answer choices. Okay. All right, so let's revisit this. So you're trying to find angle 5. And what is the measure of this angle right there?
70.
Is it 70?
It's the same thing as yours. That's the same set.
Okay, you have a 30-degree angle here too?
Yes.
Okay, so angle 1 would be 60, man, which means angle 3 would also be 60. So to find angle 5, you got to do 180 minus 70 minus 60. Does that make sense? No?
Yes, I got 50. Yes, I'm good. Right.
You got it?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So the answer would be 50. Okay.
For
Gotcha.
his problem, for his problem. That's his problem. For his problem, he had to find angle 5. His angle 5 is right there. Didn't you say you're looking for angle 3, Monica?
Yes. I have the same problem as you, so I have 180 minus 30.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. For your problem, you already have this 90-degree angle here, okay? So that means that since the triangle has 180 degrees, you already have a right angle. It's a right triangle, okay? That means that you only have 90 degrees left for the other two angles. So essentially, if you take this one, oh my God, hold on a second. Angle 1 and this angle and add them up together, it's going to be 90. So to figure out the measure of angle 1, you do 90 minus 30. That gives you 60. Didn't you say you have the same problem as mine?
Yes.
The exact same thing?
Okay. I
So
was
the
trying to, I was trying to,
60.
okay, I was trying to figure out how to put it in. Okay. I have 60. I got 60.
Okay. A garden is in the shape of a rectangle, guys. 22. So for this one, it's always a good idea to draw a picture because people are very visual, okay? So it's 22 feet long and 31 feet wide, okay? 22 by 31 feet. Now, if fencing, now remember this is fencing. Where do we put fencing? We'll put it around the entire figure around it. So what is that going to calculate, guys? Is it going to calculate area or is it going to calculate perimeter?
Perimeter.
Yes, very good. So to find the perimeter, you add up all the sides together. So this side is 22. That means that this one is also 22. This side is 31. That means that this one is 31. So you add up all of them together. Or better yet, you could do 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So 2 times 22 plus 2 times 31. Okay, set up your problem, guys. Set up your problem. We're looking for the perimeter. Okay, so you add up all the sides, or you could do 2 times 1 plus 2 times the other one. Okay, so mine turns out to be 106, and that's 106 feet. Now, it says fencing costs $8 a foot. So your job is to figure out how much is it going to cost to pay for the fencing. So the cost is going to equal to the total number of feet times the cost per foot. So I am just going to take my number and multiply it by 8, which is the cost per foot. So this one gives me 848. All right, guys, I'm going to wait for you all. By the way, some of these answers just don't make sense. That's too large right there, Shazam. No questions? You guys are good?
Still working it out.
All right, guys, questions? No, we're good? Okay, hold on a second. I see a question. Okay, Cole. Anybody else? All right, I'm gonna move on to number 15. Yes? Okay, guys, I am moving on to the next one since you're not saying anything. Okay, here's 15. And of course, guys, listen, if after I've dismissed class, there's something else you want to discuss, you're welcome to stay after. All right. Now this one right here, guys, has a formula. It's at the bottom of the formula sheet. Okay, way at the bottom over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, you can't see. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see this when I put it up? No? No, nobody can see this? How come okay. Well, look at the bottom of the formula sheet. It says the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a polygon is equal to 180 times n minus 2. And then the measure of an interior angle of a polygon is equal to 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. So basically, guys, we're going to use that formula there to figure out the sum of the measures of the angles of a six-sided polygon. So the formula we use for that is 180 times n minus 2. N is the number of sides. My problem has 6 sides, so I'm going to do 180 times 6 minus 2, and 6 minus 2 is 4. So I do 4 times 180, which gives me 720. Okay, so you guys go ahead and do yours. Ask questions, guys.
So wait, how exactly did you get that answer?
I use the formula right there.
And what does n stand for?
N stands for the number of sides.
Okay.
Anybody else? We're good?
To get
So are we
this
gonna
answer- Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go
are we
ahead.
gonna divide the 720 by the 6 or no? Just
No.
720 is the answer.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Okay. If they were asking you for the measure of one angle, then you would divide. They're asking for the measure of, for the sum of all the angles. They're not asking for one angle.
What would I do if they ask for the measure of one angle?
You would divide it by the number of sides. So basically, it's still the same formula, but you're going to divide it by n, which is the number of sides. You have, your problem is asking you to find one angle?
No, I just heard you say that and I wanted to make sure how it is.
Yeah,
in case.
it's on the formula page. It tells you.
Yeah, I see it now. Thank you.
Okay. Number 16, guys, okay? This one is a composite figure, which means it is made up of two or more different figures, and they want us to calculate the area, guys. So what we see in this figure is, number one, a rectangle. You guys see the rectangle right there, rectangle, okay? To calculate the area of a rectangle, by the way, you got to find the area of all these figures and add them up together. So the area of a rectangle is length times width. So on this one right here, they give you the width, which is 9. The length is straight across, but it's 14 plus 14, so that would be 28. So for the rectangle, it's gonna be 28 times 9. So you gotta calculate the area of the rectangle first. You guys go ahead and calculate the area of a rectangle. Find the area of your rectangle. And then we're going to calculate the area of the other composite figures.
So that'd be 252.
I don't know. I didn't do my calculation, but you need to check yours.
Mhm.
Okay, 28 times 9 for mine. Yeah, it's 252. All right, so now here's the next part, guys, okay? The next part of this are those figures at the top. Now, at the top, pay careful attention to this one, okay? We have a triangle right here, or you could say you have a triangle over here. Now, the great thing about this problem is that the triangles are the same side, the same size. So if we were to take these two triangles and put them together, we would essentially create a four-sided figure. Because a four-sided figure, you can cut it in half with the diagonal, and that diagonal creates two triangles. So the width would be 14 and the length would be 6. So essentially, you're going to calculate the area of a secondary rectangle. So 14 times 6 gives me 84. And now I'm going to add them up together, and I'll give me the total area, How you guys doing?
336.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, how you guys doing? No questions?
Not
You
on
guys-
this.
You guys are being very quiet.
Okay, hold on for a minute. I have an issue.
Mhm.
Can you redo that again? Because I'm not seeing how you got the 336, if you will.
Okay, I'm adding these two numbers together. So the 252 plus 84 gives me 336. Are you okay with finding the area of the first rectangle, the large one? And
Yes.
then the second one we came up with?
Yes, for some reason I did 80. I did 84 plus 84 plus 252.
No. You're supposed to just add those two numbers together.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, here comes number 17. Remind me to go back to that one problem, that word problem, okay? All right, guys, there is a formula for this one too. We're finding the surface area of a rectangular prism, okay? I don't like the way the formula is presented, but I'll tell you which one to use. So guys, if you look at the middle of the page that says total surface area, there's volume capacity, and then total surface area, it says SA meaning surface area, okay? It's 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the width times the height. Now, the beautiful thing about this problem, guys, it doesn't matter which numbers you use. Oh, is this a cube? Oh, Shazam. It's a cube, guys. So we don't even have to worry about that, okay? Since it's a cube, the surface area of a cube is going to be 6 times, okay? Look at this, the length times the width, and that's it, okay? Why? Because all of them are of the same side. And a cube has 6 faces, so you basically find the area of each face and multiply it by 6. Now, additionally, because each face of a cube is a square, you could have done 6 times s squared, which I think is even easier, guys. So 6 multiplied by one of the sides squared. So for my problem, it's going to be 6 times 12 squared. And I can go ahead and take my calculator and plug that into the calculator. If you're not sure how to plug it into your calculator, you could just do 6 times 12 times 12. That's the same thing. And that will give you your answer, guys. Oh, this is awesome that it's a cube. Makes it so much easier. There you go. You guys got it?
Not yet, working on it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, very good. So basically it's just 6 times your number squared. That's all you're doing. All righty, guys. Next one. Number 18. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I think we did this one. We did 18 already, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to that wood problem. I don't remember which one it was though. I think it was 9. Yeah, 9. Yeah, right here. So a building contractor wants to dig a foundation 36 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 9 feet deep. So the first thing we need to do is to identify which figure is this. Now, because we're talking about 3 different measures here, we're talking about the length, the width, and then the depth of the object. We're talking about finding capacity, finding volume, guys. So this figure right here is going to be a rectangular prism. And the formula for the rectangular prism is at the top. It is the volume is equal to the length times the width times the height. I don't like the way they put base on here, okay? Length times width times height, okay? So essentially, you're going to multiply all 3 of these numbers together. 36 times 15 times 9. And now I'll give you the volume, okay? So grab your calculator, do your multiplication, guys. By the way, this is cubic feet. Cubic feet. Okay, now the next part of the problem says, okay, it costs, the contractor pays $10 per load for trucks to remove the dirt. Each truckload holds 9 cubic yards. So now, guys, we're going to take the volume, okay? We're going to divide it by 9 so we can figure out how many truckloads are needed to clear out this dirt. So when we divide this, it's gonna be 540 for mine. So we need 540 truckloads in order to remove this dirt. The contractor is charging $10 per truckload. So the total cost is gonna be the number of truckloads, 540 times 10. So we get $5,400 to clear this dirt right there. And that was the last problem, guys, and we're done.
No, we have number 8 to do.
We did number 8.
Have number 25.
Well, number 25? Really? What was,
Well, I was gonna say real quick, I have those, but I was gonna say just for this one, so I just multiply like my 3 lengths, like 42, 12, 9. I multiply them together, and then what do I divide? I divide by, oh, okay, divide by the cubic yards,
mm-hmm,
and then multiply it by the cost.
mm-hmm,
Okay, thank you.
mm-hmm.
So like the yards and the feet don't like cancel each other out. Like we're still able to like use the truckload yards
Oh,
even though we have
Shazam.
it
Oh,
as cubic feet.
Shazam. You, keep
Yeah,
going, keep going. I'm
I
sorry.
did
I'm
that
interrupting.
differently. I'm sorry.
Hold on a second. Go ahead, keep speaking. I'm interrupting you.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just didn't know because it comes out as cubic feet whenever we're doing like the measurements for the foundation, but it
Mhm.
says cubic yards
Mhm.
on the truckload. So does that interfere at all? Or
Yes, you're absolutely right. And you found a hole in this logic here. Why? Because I didn't realize it was feet and yards, okay? There's feet and there's yards. So we have to do some conversions here. Oh boy. So let me go ahead
That's
and
what I did.
Okay. So you have to do some conversions here. And so for the conversions, if you look at your conversion table on the back, it says 1 yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So if you have 36 feet, you divide it by 3. That's going to convert it to yards. Okay, so 36 divided by 3 is going to give you 12 yards. So I'm just converting all of these to yards. Okay, thank you for pointing that out, Annalise. And then for the 15 feet divided by 3, so that's going to be 5 yards. And then for the 9 feet divided by 3, that's going to be 3 yards. So now that's completely changed the problem. So the volume rather is going to be 12, and this is going to be in yards, 12 times 5 times 3, okay? So that's going to be 180 cubic yards, okay? Now, to figure out the number of truckloads, you got to take 180 divided by 9, and that's going to give you 20 truckloads. So if it costs $10 per truckload, so the cost would be equivalent to 20 times 10, which would be $200. Yes. Why didn't you speak up sooner? Man, I finished up the entire problem and yeah.
I
that one
didn't
was-
notice until afterwards. I was like, oh, that does not seem right at all. I was like, that's way too many truckloads. Like
It is. I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, it depends on what kind of work. It's a contractor doing let me see, it's digging a foundation. That could be a lot of dirt. Yeah. Especially
What is the 180 divided by?
9. Because
Okay.
it's 9 cubic yards per truckload.
So each one you divide by 3. 36 divided by
3.
3 and 15 divided by 3.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
And do the 9 divided by 3 as well. Every one of them. Okay, now somebody's talking about number 25. We didn't do number 25 or something?
Yeah, we did number 25 in class.
Okay. All right, Tamara, I got you, lady.
On my side, I just see we did number 25.
Wasn't that one of the ones I was filling the blanks or something? I think that was one of the ones I was filling the blank. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did all the fill in the blanks.
That was weird.
Yeah, all of these were fill in the blanks. I made it easy for you guys. And then someone had said number 8. I think that was the first problem we did today. Yeah, we did it because I put the numbers in there. Yeah, we did.
I have a question.
Yes.
On my problem, I have 48 feet,
Uh-huh.
24 feet, and 3 feet. Okay, if I divide
48 feet. 48 feet. Say the second one.
24
Okay.
and 3 feet.
The last one is 3 feet.
3
Wow.
feet deep.
Okay. So
So-
that would be 12 yards, 8 yards, and 1 yard.
Okay, got you. All right.
So you multiply all 3 of those together. All right, guys, so we're done. If you want to go ahead and disconnect, I will see you on Wednesday. By the way, I have decided to make the test due on Monday night, next Monday night, okay? And next Monday night is going to be the 26th.
Is the homework due that day too, or is it still due the 21st this Wednesday?
I'm gonna leave it for the 21st. Let me tell you why, because we still have to do chapter 11.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ask me questions, guys. Let me
So the
stop.
homework is due this Wednesday.